Veterinary University, and the Dean of this college and the President of the function, Dr. T. Chandrasekhar Rao, the Chief Guest and my best friend, Dr. Purnendu Viswas, the Vice Chancellor of West Bengal Veterinary and Animal Science University, and another good friend of mine and the distinguished Vice Chancellor of this great university, SVVU, Dr. Y. Haribabu, Padma Shri, Dr. G.C. Mishraji, and the President of the IAAVR, Dr. S.N. Singh, Dynamic IAAVR Secretary, Dr. Rishendra Vermaji, the Organizing Secretary of this annual conference, and the faculty of the SVBU, and most specifically the Veterinary College, Tirupati, Dr. A. Ravi, the Dean of College of Veterinary Science, Tirupati, Dr. K. Nalini Kumari, all my distinguished delegates who have come across the country to participate in this particular convention and the Veterinary Congress. And more specifically, I would like to submit my regards to my honorable teacher, Dr. T. Gopal, all my professional colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and members from the press and mass media. After a very provoking speech made by the Dynamic Secretary of the IAAVR, I think there is nothing left to speak. But nevertheless, we need to identify his concern somewhere in the corner of his heart for the advancement of the this particular cause for the profession. So some of the things I just would like to share with the IAAVR to begin with. We need to work as one profession for one cause. We have several professional associations. They also are needed for the advancement of the respective branches of the veterinary sciences and the animal sciences. And we have 2-3 national level platforms where we discuss the issues and causes for the veterinary science. That is, one of them is the IAAVR, where we are all witness to that. We have a National Academy of Veterinary Sciences, we have Indian Veterinary Association, and above all a statutory body, BCI. But nevertheless, the thing that is being dreamt by the profession over the last several years is not being achieved too. So there is an absolute need that all such platforms have to come and congregate and converge towards one cause or one profession and one cause. And IBC, I would like to share the information. You all know that similar to Indian Veterinary Congress, there is Indian Science Congress also. And the dates for the Indian Science Congress are fixed, 3rd to 5th January, and every time it has to be inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister, whosoever it is. So likewise, IAAVR should also think some fixed date to hold this Indian Veterinary Congress and get some VVIP. Then the causes of the profession will be heard at an appropriate platform. That is one of my views which I would like to share with the IAAVR and to deliberate on that. And then the other thing, that we have several professional associations, and there should be some provision in the executive committee to include the secretaries of all these professional associations under the IAAVR, so that a holistic thinking will also be there and ownership will be there, accountability will be there. So that also the IAAVR can think. And it's good that through the IAAVR, the country has a provision of the World Veterinary Association getting itself associated. So we can come still closer, and it is a very big association, having more than 1,000 members, and very vibrant, dynamic, and very periodic in arranging the congregation of the veterinary professionals from all the corners of the different disciplines of the veterinary sciences. So this is some of the views I wanted to share with the IAAVR. They can discuss and deliberate. And coming to the host university, Sri Venkateswara Veterinary University, I am very much touched with this particular university. And the achievements, every time when I come to this campus, I keep myself learning about the new things. Yesterday, I discussed nearly about 1 to 1.5 hours with the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Y. Haribabu, what are the new things that happened since my last visit. And I could notice that 5 to 6 very important things and the developments have taken place under his leadership with the entire team, the faculty, the non-teaching staff, students, and everybody has contributed. And I just wanted to share, of course, much more deliberations will be made by the Dr. Haribabu. One is the best extension is the weak linkage that we all accept, not only in the educational institute and also in the State Department of Animal Husbandry. So they have started this Pashuvaidhikya Prasara Vahini, an ambulance extension services with all extension aids and with the concept of reaching the unreached. That means we need to translate whatever the research or the technologies that have been developed to the farming community. Unless and until they are not translated, then it is of no use. And also while doing so, we keep learning in a mutual process. We also know their problems and how our research activities are to be reoriented to become more translatory approach. And the second thing is, another important thing what they have done is the stakeholders district level interactions. I was told that about 4 to 5 districts have been covered, where there will be congregation of all the stakeholders involved in the livestock activities, and mutual exchange of information and best practices is happening. As a result, ultimately these things will get themselves converged into the doubling of the farmers' income by 2022 as vision by the Honorable Prime Minister. And then during that course, yet another important thing which I could notice, because of the mortality that is being encountered in case of the small ruminant, more specifically the lamb mortality, they have innovated or they have introduced the concept of exchange of the ram lambs between the mandals, so that the inbreeding depression will not place, and will try to avoid or lessen the lamb mortality. And then yet another innovative idea that the university has come is to make this Tirupati town a rabies free in next 2 years. This is really a very great concern that the university has taken. And in the last 4 months, you believe it or not, you are all witness to several of them, 10 important national events have happened. I think it has not happened in any veterinary university so far, only in 4 months, organizing a big conventions of this nature and numbering to the 10. This is really a record, and I request all of you to applaud the efforts made by the SVVU in this particular venture. And then coming to the theme of this particular